Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. This one here is another reason why the New York Times are my scumbags of the week. Just before a couple of days before Israel was due to release an investigation on the rape, torture, and mutilation of Israeli hostages and Israeli civilians on October 7th, the New York Times thought that it would get ahead of it and bring its own hit piece out, targeting Israel. The New York Times published a May 2026 opinion column by Nicholas Kristof titled "The Silence That Meets the Rape of Palestinians," which discussed allegations of sexual abuse and rape of Palestinian detainees by Israeli personnel. The piece cited interviews, UN findings, and reports from human rights organisations. The article triggered major controversy and sharp criticism from Israeli officials, pro-Israel groups, and some commentators who argued the claims were insufficiently substantiated or relied on biased sources. This was because they knew that Israel was coming out with their own investigation of sexual abuse, rape, and mutilation of Israelis, and the New York Times thought that it would get ahead of itself. So an independent Israeli body called the Civil Commission on October 7th Crimes by Hamas Against Women and Children released a major new report this week after a roughly 2-year investigation into sexual violence during and after the October 7, 2023 Hamas-led attacks. The report alleges that Hamas fighters and some other attackers carried out systematic and widespread sexual violence, including rape, torture, mutilation, forced nudity, and the abuse of hostages in Gaza. Investigators said they reviewed thousands of photos and hours of footage and collected more than 400 witness testimonies. The findings include allegations of gang rape and sexual torture, mutilation of bodies and genital injuries, abuse of both women and men, and continued sexual abuse of some hostages in captivity. The report has received significant international attention, and some of its conclusions are broadly consistent with earlier UN findings that were reasonable grounds to believe Hamas members committed sexual violence on October 7th. So this is another reason, if you needed it after the last post, why the New York Times are my scumbags of this week. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.